I think sometimes people have misunderstandings sometimes.
Yeah.
So Plies and them, they came out with a record called My Goons.
Yeah, yeah.
Had the same melody. The producer, Plies don't make beats. The producer knew where he got that melody out of, but he didn't know that it originated from a Nitti beat.
He didn't know.
He didn't know because the reason was when Plies and them did it, we had already did some music because Plies was up under Mike Carey at the time in Atlantic. So I'm like, Plies, that's the homie. I was doing so many records. Some records I could clear, some of them they snuck through the crack.
Yeah.
And because that record wasn't a single, it was just an album song, it didn't even come on my radar. Now people call me and say, hey, Nitti, you know, Plies got a beat something. I'm like, nigga, it's cool. I got 3 more sessions over here tonight. I ain't thinking about that.
Of course.
So I think by the time, cut to the chase, 2024, by the time that record came, I think it came out. When Plies and them heard the melody, they thought, oh, they got this record from my record. And I think that's where the whole misunderstanding came, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk, we gon' have fun. We be on fire, we be lit. It's a unique hustle, big.
Check it. It's a unique house. It's your boy ECO, and I'm here with the lovely, amazing, official Miss Jamaica. What's going on?
None, you know my day walk on. I want y'all to stop what you're doing right now. Go like, subscribe, follow us from all social media platforms. When I mean all, I mean our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, you name it, we're on it. Just Google us, Boss Talk Podcast 101. We'll pop up first in line, I guarantee you. But y'all see us on the streets and talk about, man, I love what y'all doing. Keep up the good work. How can we be a part of Boss Talk? This is how you can be a part of Boss Talk. Under each and every interview, including this one right here in the description section below, there's a link that says join our membership. Click that link, follow all the instructions, and that's how you get to see all the exclusive content. Y'all been asking us, where's this interview, where's that interview? You got to be a member to see it, or go ahead and download our app at Boss Talk 101 on any Apple or Google store. Thank you, and we love you.
Man, listen, guys, I am so blessed, bruh. I'm down here in ATL, you know, peace up, A-Town down. That's what them, I done heard them niggas say it down there too. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the city, man, and I got my guy here today, guys. This one here came through God unexpectedly. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was looking forward to this. I'm here, man. Atlanta stand up. This a Nitti beat, man. Nitti is in the building, man.
Yes, sir, man. What's going on? Welcome to the city.
Thank you so much, man, for coming on Boss Talk 101, man. You made my day, man. You made my trip, man. Just say, because I love the way you been consistently grinding down here, working, making sure the culture stay, you know, with that foundation that we need to keep going, man. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you having me on your show, bro.
Man, come on, man. I ain't gonna come down here and can get you on the show. Hey, man, once I seen the move, I used to be running back in football. Yeah, once I seen the whole, you know what I'm saying? I got to get there and get there fast. Once I seen you own the thing in there, when Bree called you, but I was like, that's Nitti?
Yeah.
And K-Dub ain't told me nothing. No. He ain't told me we're partners with him.
Yeah.
So God had to bring that up like that.
Yeah.
She heard us talking about him on the show because she was sitting back there, and then all of a sudden she was like, man, you know, she called him for him, but it really was for me, man.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming on the show, man. It's love, man. I'm loving it, man.
I love your work, man. You know what I mean? You keep my attention when I turn to YouTube. I see you pop up.
It's up.
I said I was gonna come locate you in Houston.
Really?
I pop up on people like
really. And Dallas, you gonna come
see you? Yeah.
Boy, I sure would have been excited. You don't understand, man.
Yeah. I like to surprise people, pop up in their city and pull up on them. But
boy, if you'd have came out of the show, you'd have motivated me because I'm telling you, man, I'm a big fan.
Thank you,
and
man.
I always the one thing I can say about you, man, is like, man, you don't understand how much it means to somebody to do what you just said. It just crossed my mind. To come pull up on somebody. I had some young boys come out of Memphis, and they pulled up. I thought we were interviewing them the way they pulled up.
Yeah.
And that dude walked in. He like, man, we all the way from Memphis. I just wanted to come. My brother loved this show, and I found the address to this store, man. Yeah. And I just wanted to come and tell you, man, I love what you do.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that's dope.
You bring that type of energy, man. Like, you know, some people don't know how to hold your attention when they talking.
Yeah.
Especially on YouTube.
Yeah.
There's so many things on YouTube you can look at, but when your stories and pop up, you grab people's attention like that. So
wow,
that's why I was like, we had
God,
to sit down
man.
and talk. Though,
that's real, man. Mr. Maker, let's get down how we get down.
So I heard that you were born but not raised. Is it U Valley, Georgia? Is that what it is?
I told you she gonna bring it, man.
No, that's dope. No, I was born in Uvalde, Georgia. Actually, Hazelhurst.
Okay,
And,
okay.
but I grew up in Uvalde, so that's where my mother, my grandmama, we stayed in a little bitty house and stuff, and that's where I grew up at. Mother went to college in Winston-Salem State, and we moved to Atlanta, Georgia. You know?
See, we always hear it's always the mama, the grandma, but where was Daddy?
I didn't have no dad. He left me. You know what I mean?
Did you know him?
No, I ain't know the nigga. You know
At all?
I met him once. You know,
How old were you when you met him?
preschool.
Preschool.
Yeah, I take that back. He called me prior to him passing. He smoked cigarettes.
Okay.
So he died of lung cancer.
Lung
But
cancer.
he called me prior to him passing and told me to get to know my brothers. You know what I mean?
Okay,
But
he
no,
wanted to
I
make
ain't
sure
know.
y'all were together. Did you get to know them?
Yeah. We good.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
So you figured out his side of the family. Because I always say it's very important, as much as some men are not involved in their kids' life and stuff like that, I always say it's very important for them to know, especially medical history and, family and stuff like that, because so many times we are pulled apart and not know our history. And our history is very important for many reasons. As like, why am I like this? Why do I like music?
Yeah.
Maybe your mama didn't like music or anything like that. And you realize that, that came from Daddy's side because such and such and such, you know?
Yeah, I studied him. He was a musician also.
Oh, see?
He played in the quartet.
Oh,
played
wow.
guitar. My mother was a gospel radio program director for a radio station in Atlanta,
So
Georgia.
they both love music.
Yeah, they both in music.
Okay.
My whole family quartet groups. My uncles all was a quartet group. So I grew up in church playing drums from 4 years old until about 16.
That's
and
awesome.
ended up going to a performing arts school. And didn't really know what I wanted to do. Kind of got in the streets a little bit. Then, it take one thing to make you get away from them streets and come back to what you know. You know what I mean? So I came back to the music and just started doing music, selling beats around the hood and stuff. And everybody like, nigga, I thought you was in the streets a little bit. What you doing with the music? So that's what happened though. But it was a blessing though.
So music saved your life.
Yeah, and Uvalde, just being humble and grounded, knowing
That's
how to be a country
good.
boy and stay a country boy.
You ain't no real country boy.
I'm a country boy. I come from where
Nigga, come on, you left early, man. I'm a country boy.
Oh man,
You ain't never ate no squirrel. You ain't never did no deer probably. You ain't hung a deer upside down. You just seen the country a little bit.
You got me on that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a country. Like when you walk in the house, as I told your kinfolk yesterday, when you walk in the house, in a country house, you can look from the front to the back door.
Oh, yeah.
And the living room is not like a regular living room. There's beds in the living room.
Shotgun house.
Yeah, shotgun houses. And this is the way it went. It's not like the kitchen was in the back so they could go right out the back door.
Yeah.
And you had chickens and you had hogs and you had outhouses way in the back.
And one crazy old dog or something.
One crazy old dog that my granddaddy didn't really like around. He said, boy, you better. My granddaddy wouldn't have went to jail if he was living his daytime. He was hard on a dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A dog couldn't get, you better get out of here. He was hard. He didn't play with the dog like most people. He would run the dog off.
Yeah, my grandma had one of them shotgun houses. You could see straight from the back to the,
That's it right there, ain't it?
Yeah, the kitchen on the right.
There you go.
Know what I mean? And the one little step, crazy dog in the back. You know what I mean? But I go down there sometime. We still
Really?
got
You still go down there?
Yeah, I go down there sometime.
But with your dad being absent in your life, looking back on your life now, do you see how much that affected you, or did you have a positive male role model somewhere in your life that helped you?
Yeah, I mean, I think what happened, I always knew it was a void that I was looking for. So my mother, knowing the position that I was in, and she loved me, she said, well, let me get him around some positive males. So I was one of the ones that ended up with a couple of play brothers and stuff growing up. And they would, let me hang with them and stuff, and they teach me how to tie ties and how to, what to wear, and all that type of stuff. So I went through that whole thing because I didn't have the brothers growing up. Only had a sister. You know what I mean? So it was one of them things where I just learned, and in Atlanta, I don't know about no other cities, but you can easily get caught up in the streets because that's all we knew growing up. We grew up listening to 8 Ball and MJG.
Come on, man.
So that was our Bible. You know what I mean? So we didn't know nothing else, but the West Coast was popping at that time. You know what I mean? So that was the only way we learned game, because most of our daddies, them niggas started smoking crack around the 80s. My stepdad, he got on crack. You know what I mean? So I, seen the nights my mother was crying, and you know, he done stole the TV out the house, or he done did this, and I'm like, you know what, I gotta hit the streets. So it's like you go through a lot of stuff being a male without a father in your life. It's stuff that, you know, it's chances that you have to take. And, you know, I was blessed to come through it and be okay.
How long were you in the streets for?
Well, what I did, man, I would say is around 93-ish. I kind of, you know, was like, it was do or die. You know what I mean? So, you know, I kind of played around a little bit and just kind of, you know, had to just do what I had to do, you know, to eat.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
And, you know, I had a couple of family members. One particular got killed, and it kind of threw me off like, whoa. And then right after he got killed, about a month later, I got robbed. You know what I mean? So when I got robbed, I was like, that might be a sign.
Right.
But I be laughing, though. I be telling everybody, and I know it might sound crazy, but the only thing that was the most hilarious when I got robbed, and anybody who never been robbed, you probably can relate to it, but man, when the dude put the pistol on me, swear to God, man, I seen my life from me grow to a baby within the age I was then, within a half a second.
Wow.
Wow.
So I be laughing about that.
Like you do in the movies a lot of times. Wow. It's real.
Oh,
Right.
It's real. So, but other than that, though, God bless me. I always know my grandma, my mother, you know, they always prayed for me and stuff. You know what I mean? So I was always in a good position to where, you know, I knew, hey, at the end of the day, either you're going to do right or wrong, and I chose to go down the right path, though.
No, because I always care for a lot of people, even when I don't know them, because I want to see everybody do well.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of these young kids, and we talk to a lot of these kids, and, you know, they go to the streets, whether because they see the flashy cars, all the girls, you know, they can get all of this, the money, they don't have to worry about none.
Yeah.
And some of them have so much talent, and I'm always like, people in the streets, if you can run an illegal and you have people under you, I'm like you have the mind for business. Why not turn that illegal business into a legal business?
Yeah.
And because I don't want to work for nobody. You don't have to work for nobody. You can create your own.
Yeah.
But they feel like ain't no money like the fast money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but you're looking over your shoulder all the time. And I understand that you live in the reality like I can either be dead or in prison. That's the first thing they always say, and I'm good with that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but there's so many people out here depending on you and want to see you succeed and see the good in you. Like, how can you advise somebody out here who feel like that's their only way to really get out of that and succeed in other positive ways? Yeah,
I mean, I think, you know, with every generation, you know, you got different things that people do that don't want to have a 9 to 5. You know what I mean? So with me, only thing I can tell people is what I went through. I knew that I didn't really like to work. I like to hang out with my partners, listen to music, do whatever we're going to do, talk to girls and stuff. But what I tell people, like I see a lot of the new generation, they doing petty stuff. So, and everybody think that, you know, it's a bad thing if you get a job. There's nothing wrong with getting a regular job. You know what I mean? So I just try to tell people and you know, impact the youth that, hey, listen, man, it's nothing wrong with going to work at McDonald's. It's nothing going to work at wherever you got to go at, Burger King, whatever. But I tell people that do whatever you got to do to keep you out of jail and to be there for your loved ones.
It's that ego thing because they feel like people looking down at them. Here I was driving this nice car, have all these chains and whatever, and all of a sudden you want me to work at McDonald's? You understand? They go and look at me like I'm whack.
Yeah, and I mean the ego is what you know, it mess up a lot of us right now. You know, I got a partner right now. He doing 230 years plus 2 life sentences.
Wow.
You know what I mean, on some stuff that, you know, we was on back in them days. And you know, we talk and you know, we catch up, and you know, what he says, when I get out, I never do what I did again. You know, but he been locked up since 99.
Wow. How old was he when he got locked up?
In 99 he was about probably about 22, 23, something like that.
His whole life gone.
Yeah. But he came up here to his mother passed, so he came to the ceremony. You know what I mean? But I mean, you know, like I said, I got a lot of stuff I'm doing right now, partnering with the Cobb County Sheriff. You know, on a lot of stuff that we're gonna be doing next year and stuff. So just to try to impact, because that's, you know, the Cobb County. I don't know if y'all keep up with Metro Atlanta, but it's a lot going on right now.
It's just to educate these people to know that, you know, there is another way to use the smarts that you have and increase that so you can make a better life.
Yeah, man.
Man, listen, man. I'm gonna go break it down where the rubber meet the road.
Let's go.
Man, listen, man. When I heard that job.
Yeah.
Niggas in the man, I was on it, man.
Yeah.
Man, It's a Nitti beat came on, and you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, man, where did you get that drop at, that tag? What the heck is that?
Man, it was just like a little kid that I told to go in there. I was playing in the studio one day. I'm like, go in there and say it's a Nitti beat. And he said it. And I'm like, I like that. You know what I mean? You know, but we ended up, it stuck.
That's y'all understood. You knew that you had to have that tag.
Yeah, I knew I had to stand there. It was too many producers out at the time.
And now, and when you done that, it was just, the tag thing was just starting to happen. It wasn't a thing that everybody was doing at the time.
No, it wasn't, man. I wanted to make sure that, I understand that, you know, you got billions of people on the earth, right? So whether you're selling clothes, you're selling pizza, whatever you do, you got to do something to, you know, McDonald's got that clown with the red hair walking around. So I had to have something audio-wise to catch people's attention.
To keep that attention.
99% of getting people's attention is through audio and visual, through their eyes and their ears. So I'm like, well, let me put something to what they gonna hear, but they ain't gotta see me. But when they hear it, they gonna remember.
They gonna remember it.
So that worked, man. And you know, Tom Cruise got on there and helped it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just one of them things. But I'm gonna tell you though, I was coming out of Texas. I was on a tour, and I had an artist, and we was doing a tour, and went through Texas, and they had this dance called a hilltop or something.
Okay.
So I was like, I gotta get a record. I said, when I get back to Atlanta, I'm gonna make a beat that's gonna hit Texas real hard too.
Yeah.
But I wanted to go to New York.
Yeah.
And I wanted to come back down to Miami. You know what I mean? So it just happened to work out, and it was just God, man.
And that's the Young Jock
beat.
beat.
That was going around. When we got off the road,
it's going down.
We immediately went into the studio. I cooked the beat up in about 10 minutes. I co-wrote the record with Jock, and the rest was history, man. We got Grammy nominated on that, man. So
how did you meet Jock?
Through one of my homeboys, man. My homeboy Chino.
I didn't know Jock before that song.
Nobody knew him. Jock, you know, at that time, I met him, and currently he was working at Ruby Tuesdays.
Okay.
As a waiter. And I was like, well, he talented though. You know,
you knew he was talented.
Yeah. So
how did you know he was talented?
Chino kept telling me, man, come on, you gotta work with my boy Jock. I'm like, all right, dog. You know what I mean? So he came in, we had a little studio in Decatur. He came through and they paid for some studio time, and I was like, all right, dog, I'm working on other stuff, but I like him though. So I work with who I want to work with. That's one thing. Like when I first met Diddy, not to change the subject.
That's all good.
You know, and I tell people, you know, I know a lot of people, you know, they talking. He going through what he going through right now. But I tell people, dude he's a smart guy.
Yeah,
I know he's going through what he's going through. But at the end of the day, I learned being around him back in them days, just seeing, because it was a whole label.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But dude told me one time in life, he said, always work with the artist that you think can be a star.
He said that.
Yeah, that's what he told me. And I remember that, and I'm like, you know what? He said, it don't matter if it's your cousin, your partner, your best friend, work with who you think can sell your music.
Yeah.
So Jock was always an entertainer, you know what I mean? And I was like, you know what, dude is a star.
So was Jock with Diddy?
Nah.
He never was?
No. He was with, he was supposedly, I thought he was signed to my partner, Chino.
Okay.
Dollar, but I think it was something going on with their paperwork or something, but they ended up meeting my homeboy Block. And me and Block knew each other from the streets.
Okay.
And a lot of people didn't know that me and Block had a relationship prior to the whole Boys in the Hood album and the Jock.
Man, that was big too. I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, like me and Block, you know, we knew each other from the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Just growing up.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. We're going to leave it at that.
Leave it at that.
But yeah, that's my nigga though. You know what I mean? I was with him a week ago. You know what I mean? But yeah, so he called me one day and was like, we did the record. The record got leaked and it took off. And Block was like, because I was with JD at the time.
Okay.
But JD didn't want to give no money up.
He didn't want to give it up?
Hell no, he didn't want to give no money up. So, but I had a production situation with JD to where I could bring X over there and partner with him on stuff.
So you had creative control still. You could do what you wanted to do. What was the deal about then? If you ain't got no money, what kind of deal you got?
Well, you got to think back then, you know, they might give somebody some peanuts to do a deal and you could sign an artist.
Yeah.
But when I kind of brought back to Jock and them what JD and them and So Def wanted to do, they was like, nah, there ain't enough money. But then kind of find out, you know, I didn't know, later on I found out JD had took a meeting behind my back. But that's how the game go. Ain't no rules in this game.
That's right. That's right.
So I didn't get mad at him, but he took a meeting. Him and his staff took a meeting with Jock and them. And once they met him, they didn't want to do it. So then Block called me one day and was like, hey, Jock and them over here they want me to take him to Bad Boy through Kim Porter. I'm like, he said, you want to sign him? I said, nah. I said, you sign him. Because I did the beat and I co-wrote the record. So I was good on my end, but I told him to get him because I didn't want him to go sign with somebody else that didn't know what they can do. But I knew that Bad Boy at the time. That's why at that time, Kevin Lyles, and Puff and Block, all us is on the same page.
Yeah.
But a lot of people didn't. A lot of people like, oh, you Block, y'all beat. No, but I didn't. It wasn't my place to explain to people the business.
That's right.
Me and Block had talked about that prior to him signing Jock.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So
I like that, man. Yeah. That business serious, man.
Yeah. But it's all business is business, just like the streets. You know
yeah. Did you know the song was gonna be as huge as it was when you first done it with
I like the record, man.
You liked it up front.
I think anytime I do a record, if I don't like it, I throw it away.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But
you threw away a lot of hits, dog.
Oh man, I appreciate it, man.
You threw away. Ain't nobody heard them or nothing.
Yeah. Like I got a lot of records, man. Like me and Gucci, we probably got about 2-3 albums.
Man, I love Gucci, man.
Yeah, that's my nigga.
Man, I want to meet Gucci again. I met the old Gucci.
Yeah.
I want to meet the new Gucci.
Yeah.
That's my plan. I want to meet that guy, man, because I know I bought the book the other day. I unveiled it at my store. Episodes. I like that. You know what I'm saying?
Gucci good people, man. Like at the time, we was working together, man. Like we were just recording records a lot. He'll come over to the studio about 7:30 in the morning. He had a Burgundy Bonneville at the time. He had so much beat in it. He come out there, boom, 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 on my side. He open the door. I be done spending the night at the studio a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a studio rat. I go in there and stay 2-3 days.
That's how they work ethic is.
So Gucci he knew I was on that. So like, I mean, one time we had nowhere to get no studios. Everybody was booked. And a lot of people were scared of Gucci because, they said Gucci got down and do what he do.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's a Decatur nigga. We East Side nigga, so it ain't nothing. So, man, we were like, you know what? We can't get no studio. So we went and got a hotel suite and made it a studio.
Come on, man.
Called everybody that. OJ, everybody came.
OJ came through?
Yeah, we just working. You know what I mean?
I love it.
Yeah, but I mean, I just love my city, man. And Gucci, I remember back then, Gucci, like, I had just got a situation with Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
First look deal. And Gucci's like, need to sign me. I'm like, nah, bro, I don't want to sign you. I'm going to limit you. I'm going to work with you.
You knew that.
Yeah, and that's my nigga to this day. I'm like, nah, bro, go do your hustle. Because when we were in Madison City one day in the middle of the daytime, Lil Wayne was in there. Nitti was like, Gucci was like, need to introduce me to Wayne. I'm like, nigga, I don't know that nigga like that. He's like, man, I want to say what's up to him. I'm like, nah, bro, keep grinding. It's going to be your turn soon.
That's hard. And he worked too like that. I heard his work ethic is phenomenal. And the one thing I know about Gucci, like, Gucci is a dude that, man, every time he would do his music, no matter what phase of Gucci, that music hit because of people like yourself. And he knew the sound he wanted. He knew, it seemed that way to me. Yeah. Because every time, no way you could be that consistent.
No, he's really intelligent, man. A lot of people thought that, they see a street dude and be like, oh, he just smoking, talk trash. And man, that boy's brilliant. He's real brilliant. His mother, I think his mother was a teacher.
Yeah.
And he's not what people think.
Yeah.
He's a thinker. He'll sit there and write with a pencil. I don't see niggas write with pencil. He'll write with a pencil, erase it, he do that.
He going through it, thinking it through.
Man, we record 10 songs in a day.
Man, listen, man, let me tell you something about Gucci, man. I met Gucci at the Palms Hotel. Him and Rocco was together.
Yeah, Rocco.
And me and Rocco rocked with me all night. Yeah. We walked around the casino. Yeah. This nigga, I seen him again at some club, Blue or something. I came out, strip club. I think it was Blue or something. This was about 3 years ago when we came down there. Yeah. And well, not 3 years. Man, I'm getting old. We probably about 7 or 8 years. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And we did a little old. I lost that video too. I was like, man, I'm here with Rocco. I didn't have Boss Talk at this time. I just had the clothing store. That drove me to Magic out there. Yeah. So me and Rocco was there together. But I wanted to take a picture with Gucci. Yeah. He wouldn't do it because I didn't realize he had just went through an episode where I think it was an ex-military or some guy and him got into it or somebody. Him trying to take a picture. Yeah. I didn't know that though. I just was at the casino and I seen him and Keisha was there. Mm-hmm. He was with Keisha even back then. Mm-hmm. My wife Jamaican. I always remember that. I was like, damn. And they had a big room because they would you would post stuff on Instagram so you could see, and he would come downstairs, but Rocco and them were just hanging out in the casino. And I'm telling you, man, I enjoyed that night. That's probably one of the most memorable nights. And the reason it's memorable for me is because I had a homeboy named Cherry Bomb with me. Yeah. And Cherry Bomb wanted to meet Gucci.
Yeah.
And Cherry Bomb was a real street nigga. You know, in his mind, he wanted to meet Gucci. He had a tank top on. That nigga was big, like Kool-Aid Man. And that nigga was like, man, I told him, I said, nigga, Gucci just walked up to me and shook my hand, bro. Me and my little partner were together. And guess what he said? He said, man, that nigga gotta feel me, nigga. I want to see that nigga. He had about 40 grand on him. This nigga was real. And the reason I'm telling this story is because when we got back, a girl set him up and killed him.
Okay, damn.
Now we seen Pow Wow 2 at the show. It seemed like a movie. You ever been with somebody and it be like that guy was doing this for, like when I was just with Young Bleed and he passed away hours later. We was together like on the stage and everything, and then when we get out and he passed away.
So he passed that night?
Yeah, he went brain dead that night. People don't realize that. 3 hours later, after 3, maybe 4 tops hours, aneurysm got him that night. After we got off the stage with Master P and Birdman and them that night, that early morning, at the after party around by 1 or 2 in the morning. Think about how close that is. I went home. I went back to the Palms where I always stay. He went wherever he went, and we always out there. But boy, I mean, all the way up to the gate, I would stay with his mom, but that's another story. But I'm telling you now, when I be with people, I take it so serious because I know God be using me.
Yeah, we're going to pray before I leave here.
Come on, man. We prayed with your cousin yesterday.
We're going to pray before I leave.
We prayed with your cousin yesterday. But I always make sure to do everything in my power to say everything that God put on my heart.
No, you're doing the right thing, bro.
And so when I seen Gucci, though, I was so excited because I had met him twice. I wanted him to come to my store so bad in Dallas. I'm like, man, I was man, I was selling that True Religion back then. I'm black with a True Religion account early on. And I think it's a thing about like having them clothes. I knew them clothes, they break cultural barriers. They also bring people together. So I knew that those clothes and getting the real deal clothes would do something. But Gucci gambled for 3 days. He didn't even go to Magic. He stayed at that damn gambling table every time I come downstairs. So
that's one thing we do in Atlanta, man. We're gonna do some gambling, man.
How long have you known Gucci? Did you know him when he first started? Because I thought he started around with Zaytoven and all that.
No, we did the album. Me, Zaytoven, and Shawty Red did an album called Trap House. I did about 3 on there. Zay did about 3. Shawty Red did about 3.
Boy, y'all some bad niggas, man. You calling them names out, man. You one of them names.
No, I mean, we just, like I said, I appreciate that people supported and loved it, but we just was trying to make some records that we knew our people wanted to hear.
You were young back then, wasn't you?
Yeah, I didn't know.
So you didn't know what it was. You were just working.
No, I just go in there. What I like working about him, he make you do stuff. He put a little pressure on you. You like, cook it up right here. So everything we was doing, we was making it on the spots. We weren't no ghost producers. We were cooking them beats up. And like, I never knew how to sample like New York producers. So I came from the church. So a lot of people don't know I play 7 instruments.
Yeah.
So I'm
7?
like, yeah, I do, I play what I want to hear. You know what I mean? But I was cooking them up, and Gucci, as soon as I cook them up, he laying them down. Like if you hear the record he got called Go Ahead, Shawty Got Her Ass on Her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that. The reason it ain't nothing but one song in that, one sound in that beat is because while I was making the beat, Gucci like, Nitti, I'm ready to go in. It's done. I'm like, nigga, how you write it that quick? And that song, it popped up, and still to this day, it's a song that he do when he on his set. The Go Ahead is a good thing, man. But that was a bad boy.
Man, you a bad boy. I love the work he done put in. Shawty Red, did he play instrument? I know Zaytoven did too. Yeah. So all 3 of y'all played instruments.
Yeah, all of us was just because we were hungry back then, man. You got to realize back then we wasn't doing nothing but running around Atlanta. We was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. We messing with the music, then we moving around the street. So it's like a lot of people don't know back then, like me, Jeezy, Gucci, Meech them, Blue them, all us was running together in Atlanta.
Yeah.
We running from Magic to Strokers. It's like Monday Magic, Tuesday Strokers, this way Jazzy T. We moving around.
Killing the game.
Yeah, Gucci and Jeezy, they were like this at the time.
So they were real close at first.
All us was cool. You know what I mean? We sharing chicken wing baskets at the club and stood. We kicking it. You know what I'm saying? And then what happened is everybody wants a big hit.
Yeah.
Even the niggas who play professional sports and stuff, not everybody, they don't want to play ball, they want to rap.
Yeah.
Shador got the biggest eyes on him right now, but he want to talk about his song.
That's right.
So it's like Gucci, he wanted a song so bad. By the time that So Icy came out, Jeezy wanted the record too, because Jeezy didn't have a hit record yet. So, man, you know, the rest was history, as we know. And that's what that was all about, man. But yeah, it was just like all of us were just running around trying to make some moves, just trying to get some hit records.
Man, I think when I look at like the way the music was coming from down here, the producers had to be ready. They had to be ready, and they had the tags, all that stuff had to be for people to remember, to know the movement out of ATL. You know what I mean?
But Texas is what influenced us too. Texas and
of course,
Texas and Tennessee.
Yeah,
y'all was the ones we looked up to.
Yeah,
y'all was putting out the screw stuff, the Jane Rap-A-Lot stuff.
Yeah, Gip told me the same thing.
Yeah,
it's
so
like
we didn't know. We just like, okay, we got to try to be like P them or Rap-A-Lot or 3-6 them. We like, what we got to do? So we just trying to play some music and get some records that niggas would just listen to. We had mixtapes.
But what made it so cold was the fact that y'all had them strip clubs down here too, man.
That's how we
it was
broke
a party.
music.
Yeah, that was that party scene. And now it's an everyday thing. I've been talking to everybody. Everybody going to the strip club. Yeah. They ain't tripping. It's
I don't really go to strip clubs.
No, I'm talking about the people who I don't either.
Yeah.
After I had my fight in there last time, I quit. I laid by my wife and told her I was done. I ain't going back.
No, I mean strip clubs. You know. I remember a party we had. I don't really talk about it, but it's a long time. But I remember we had a party. Me and JD hosted a party at this club called Jazzy T's in the Decatur.
Yeah, I heard of it.
And you know, it was, you know, Meech, everybody was there, Gucci was there, and it ended up, some people ended up, you know, it was a big altercation that took place. You know what I'm saying? And it was Jazzy T's, one of them clubs. You go in one way, you come out that same way.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was just something, you know. But you know, even back then when I would go to strip clubs and stuff, you know, I don't want no dancers. I let my partner get dancers. Then I don't drink like that. So I'd be in there drinking water. But what I would do is I would see what music made the people dance, what music made the niggas spend money. You know what I'm saying? So
you're doing research.
Yeah, because I would let the dancers, I would see what they like. If they like it, hey, let's go, let's promote it. But if not, you know, because music is you can't trick nobody with music. You know what I mean?
Man, I look at you, man, as understanding the development of the music. You know what I mean? That's what's dope, when you can understand that. Like they call it the algorithm now, but the way it's flowing. You know what I mean? How would you say music is now versus back in those days? Because those days have passed, right? Streaming became a thing. CDs, all these things, cassettes. I always tell you niggas about when I used to put that paper in them cassettes and tape over and
make them record over.
Just get right on over their stuff. You know what I'm saying? The new ones, the one I get, my mama and them get. That's the one I get. The ones that had something maybe that I didn't want to hear on at the time. And they had a mixtape coming out that night. I mean, they're going to have a mix on the radio. You remember them days?
Damn, bro.
So all that changed. Yeah. And now we in a place where streaming has become a thing. Yeah. Where people say you only get $4,000 for 1 million streams on certain platforms, certain apps. What do you think about the music? How will we look in the coming years? You know what I mean? Yeah. And how do we look now versus how we used to look?
I think it's, music is going to generate a lot of revenue, because back then you got to think, when we had the CD era, CD and tape era, we had the mom and pop stores.
All right.
But the thing was, if you really think about it, how many mom and pop stores did we really have? We thought it was a lot because we had the Big Oomp stores. Big Oomp had about 7 or 8 stores in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
But what about Macon, and what about Valdosta and Albany, Biloxi, Mississippi? So when it's all said and done, really, it wasn't enough stores to sell the music like they're doing now. Okay. Now everybody has a iPhone, for example. So now they just did a deal I heard about 6 years ago, where they putting the towers, cell phone towers, in the Congos in Africa.
Yeah.
So that's going to generate a lot more streams. So if you look at your phone now, you're going to probably start seeing a lot more African videos popping up. You notice that?
Yeah.
Guys making, we don't need no water, blah, blah, blah. All that's coming. So what that's doing is more people are getting these. So now this is the new store.
Wow.
So people talk about, well, yeah, we're only getting 0.00089 of a stream, but think about billions of streams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I got a record that me and Gucci did long time ago. We've been clearing it, people using it, it's doing streams. I had a record I did on a mixtape back in 2008. Last year, Megan Thee Stallion and Glorilla used it for a song called "Wannabe."
Okay, yeah.
We had about 600 million streams on that. You know,
Wow,
so
that was a
it's
hard
like,
song. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the streams. You know, back then on the mixtape, we didn't really make nothing on it, but now you can able to make money and keep making money because it's only going to grow. Like right now, we got streaming. 10 years from now, we probably gonna have a whole other format that they're gonna be using.
That's right.
So I tell people, I'm seeing people selling their masters and their publishing right now. And, you know, I tell everybody to think about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the main thing I look at is the way that things are. You know, God ain't gonna let you plant a seed and there not be a harvest.
Exactly.
That's the whole game for me.
Yeah.
You can simplify it. It's not that hard.
Nah.
He's not gonna let you do no work and there not be something that results behind it.
Yeah.
When your heart is right, see, we creative. People don't realize we create. And I believe when God say, let there be light, and there was light, he said it. And I believe that when he said, let us make a man our own, I believe that. And I believe when you said, you are God as well. So you create things. Before you do it, you say it and you go to it.
There's power in
Next
the tongue.
day, the power in the tongue. So it things you say, the way you react, the way you think creates things. And I don't think people give it enough power to understand, hey man, what I say and what I do is gonna create my lifestyle. So when I see people say certain things in songs, me and Dero talked about that. Like what you say will become you.
Yeah.
Look at Pac.
Yeah.
When he said, I see death around the corner, gotta stay out, you know, he was on it.
Yeah.
And I used to love them songs, boy. I'm talking about, it was, you nobody to somebody kill you.
Yeah. I think he was going through something, man. I think
Man, that boy was heavy, man.
There was something spiritual going on with him. And but I think that, you know, God and the devil sometimes they play tug of war.
Come on now.
And I think with Pac impacted so many people, not just on what he was saying, but the business.
That's right.
To see a black man that can sell Diamond on one album.
Come on now.
You know what I mean? So a lot of people be like, who was the greatest? I still think it was Pac when it comes to hip hop.
He was only 25.
Yeah, he died a baby. You know what I mean? So he was living down here though. He was living in Stone Mountain.
I heard that.
Yeah, his mother stayed out there in Stone Mountain. I used to bump into the Outlaws and all them boys.
You did? Yeah,
shout out to Edie and my homeboys, Castro, all them boys. You know, they came down here and we was kicking it. You know, them still my dogs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I was just, you know, I remember when we was talking one day. What blew it with me, like I was like, wow, this some deep shit was. They told me, and I know the story is out right now, so I'm not the first person telling it, but they told me we was at Applebee's off Highway 78, and Edie and them told me, I said, because you know back then people didn't believe Pac died. Pac ain't dead. I said, bro, is he gone? You know, I'm eating a salmon or something. I'm like, is he really gone? I'm gonna ask him. He said, yeah. I said, how you know? He said, because we smoked his ashes.
That's exactly right. I heard that story a few times.
Yeah, and they told me that's what they did, and I'm like, damn. Nigga ain't gonna sit over no salmon and lie to me like
no.
You know what I mean?
I know that's right.
But I mean, shout out to the Outlaws and stuff, man. Pac, the whole Pac, all them people, man. And you know, I just want to impact the world with my music the way that the Pacs did it, the Biggies did it.
Come on,
you know
man.
what I mean? And even with Diddy, people say what they want to say. Dude is a musical genius.
I know it.
You know,
I know it.
And when all this stuff go past or whatever, you know, his personal life, I don't got nothing to do with that. But creatively, it's just like Disney, you know, and all these big fortune companies. There's a lot of people that they ain't telling their stories right now.
Right.
Let's talk about what they doing.
That's exactly
Let's talk about Woody Allen and
Come on, man.
and his niece and all that
Come on, man.
stuff. So, you know, what that man going through right now, I hope God take care of him and stuff. But music-wise, how can you go wrong with the 112s?
You can't.
The Faith Evans.
You can't.
The Biggies.
Come on,
the
man.
Young Jocks.
You can't.
You know what I mean?
That's
so
right.
At the end of the day, you know, I don't wish bad luck on nobody, but, you know, I hope that God help everybody through whatever they go through.
The same thing with R. Kelly. When R. Kelly went through his situation, nobody can deny his music.
Never.
You gonna still play his music as much as people said, oh, I'm not playing it no more. They still play it.
Yeah.
Oh, they definitely play it.
I mean, at the end of the day, you got to be your own woman. You gotta be your own person. You know, I'm going to listen to R. Kelly. I'm going to listen to anybody who I want to listen to.
Come
Michael
on now.
Jackson, they try to do him like that prior to him leaving.
I know, I seen that.
You know, and I'm like, man, yeah, he might have did whatever he did, but music-wise, you know, these guys brought some stuff to the table that it can't be duplicated.
I think what it is when you become such an icon, people put you on a pedestal and put you like you're supposed to be perfect because so many people are looking up to you. You can't have no faults. So as soon as they find out that you're doing anything that's has any blemish, it becomes a problem. Yeah. And I don't think that's right to have anybody put on a pedestal like that.
I agree 100%.
Everybody human. Everybody make mistakes.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like I said, even with R. Kelly, I remember prior to him going to jail, you know, he was going through a lot. His team reached out to me, you know what I mean? And I knew it was serious when they reached out. I'm not going to talk about what they was talking about, but I knew it was something bad going on. And I wanted to kind of see if I could try to help him at that time, but I didn't want to get involved because honestly, it kind of scared me to see how many people will jump on you instantly when they was just loving you.
Right.
You know, I seen a lot of artists that was talking about him. They was like, you know, R. Kelly, he need to go to jail, blah, 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 celebrities. I'm like, are y'all mad at him because he been on top so long? Or y'all just want him out the way so y'all can try to win?
It's funny how everybody get on the bandwagon when stuff start to go wrong with somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't forget though. Niggas say something about me, nigga, we taking it to the grave.
It's up. It's up.
Every time I see you, it's up. You
it's
know what
up.
I mean? 'Cause I'm a man, but you know, it's like I respect people, like, but don't slander my name and you see me down, want to kick me and stuff.
That's
I believe you don't forget it, but I really do believe you need to forgive people for what they do because sometimes it's not for them, it's for yourself. Because you don't need to have any hate or resentment, especially when it's time for you to go on because that can stop you from going where you need to go.
Yeah, I don't hate them. I forgive them. Like me, like I've seen people get on the internet and talk about me and I be like, okay. And then when I see them, I talk to them, just me and them, ain't no internet. And I'm like,
it's different.
We got something going on, and they apologize.
Right.
I was in the club the other night. The guy seen me. He was talking on the internet, and he came up to me and gave me a long hug, about 60 seconds. Like, "Hey, bro, I was young. I apologize." And as a man, I said, "Hey, bro, we good." So I was good to hear him say that, and you know, I accepted it, and that was that. Sometimes, you know, people hold stuff, and like I said, I don't hold it. I just don't never forget it.
Yeah.
So I know, okay, this person is emotional, so let me deal with them another way next time I deal with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because Kevin Lyles told me, always keep my emotions out of business.
Exactly.
So I could do business with anybody. It don't matter, you know, who you are. I don't like you. You don't like me. Nigga, let's get some money, though. Let's take our families, you know.
When you were in the heights of your career, you could have went anywhere and moved anywhere. Why did you stay here?
I love the country. When you go to like other cities and stuff, especially like LA and New York, them niggas don't sleep in New York.
That's right.
I mean? I like to be in the country where I might wake up and get some, you know, some grits and some bacon, and I got Waffle Houses and stuff. But you go to LA, you ain't got nothing.
You ain't got that.
You ain't got nothing out there but Denny's. I don't know Denny's. You know what I mean? Them niggas don't even sell grits out there in LA like that. You know what I mean? So I love Atlanta though, man. Plus my family. You know, my son, he's here. My mother. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I can't leave them. You know what I mean? So
I want to ask you about the big controversy when I picked up the phone and I started calling people, and you was dead in the middle of it.
Okay.
The Breakfast Club announced it. It went crazy. Plies is suing Soulja Boy for a beat. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Then I see my boy Will get involved, and I pick up and call Big E Beatz. I'm calling I'm trying to figure out now. And they say, and it all boiled back to Nitti. What song was that? What are they talking about? And how did you feel about that when you first heard about it?
I knew Will, I knew Soulja Boy. We all did business. So back in around 2008, somewhere up in there, I did a record, independent record called Blow My High.
Okay.
It was a record that we put out on mixtapes.
Okay.
That sound ended up becoming like I call it my sound to Texas.
Okay.
There's so many people in Texas that took that melody.
They loved it.
And ran with it. That's how me and Dero got cool.
Really?
Yeah, that's my dog. You know
that's
what I mean?
my boy.
So,
I talked to him yesterday.
Yeah, so it was like, the record was called Blow My High. The first person that reached out to me to get it cleared was Lil Will.
Lil Will reached out to you?
Yeah, my Dougie.
And he reached out to you and said, hey, man, we using that.
Yeah, I love them boys out there, man. Biggie and them.
I love Biggie.
Say, hey, man, listen, we got this record. We replayed one of your melodies. We want to get permission. So at the time, he was signed to a dude named Salim.
Okay.
And we worked the business out, and we all broke the pie down. They used it. Then a little bit after that, Soulja Boy came through and used it on Pretty Boy Swag.
Pretty Boy Swag.
prior to that, I think where the whole mix-up came, and Plies is my dog. Shout out to him and his brother Gates.
Yeah,
them my dogs. I think sometimes people have misunderstandings sometimes.
Yeah.
So Plies and them, they came out with a record called My Goons.
Yeah, yeah.
Had the same melody. The producer, Plies don't make beats. The producer knew where he got that melody out of, but he didn't know that it originated from a Nitti beat.
He didn't know.
He didn't know, because the reason was when Plies and them did it, we had already did some music, because Plies was up under Mike Carey at the time in Atlantic. So I'm like, Plies, that's the homie. I was doing so many records. Some records I could clear, some of them they snuck through the crack.
Yeah.
And because that record wasn't a single, it was just an album song, it didn't even come on my radar. Now people call me and say, hey, Nitti, you know, Plies got a beat something. I'm like, nigga, it's cool. I got 3 more sessions over here tonight. I ain't thinking about that.
Of course.
So I think by the time, cut to the chase, 2024, by the time that record came, I think it came out. When Plies and them heard the melody, they thought, oh, they got this record from my record. And I think that's where the whole misunderstanding came, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but didn't they hear Dougie? Because Dougie was big for us down in the South.
Oh, yeah, no, that was a big record.
Dougie,
was
if
a
you
big
remember,
record.
Teach Me How to Dougie, it came off with a different bang, but we know that this beat was being, Plies and them had to hear that, man.
Well, you know, sometimes, you know, it's your team sometimes, man. You know what I mean? If your team come to you and say, hey, man, these people got a Boss Talk 303.
Yeah.
Miami.
Yeah.
What you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
They gonna gas you up and be like, yeah, they done took our shit. We got to go get them. So I think that's what happened with Plies, though. I think it was a situation where Plies got caught up in that, and like I said, in his mind, he don't know nothing about the record that I did back in the days. He thinking that, oh, they got it from my goons, me and my goons.
And so it's just he didn't think about it.
He didn't know. So that's why I went to I spoke on it to people. I went to 103 and spoke on it.
Oh, you did talk about it?
Yeah, me and Big Tigger talked about it.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out to Big Tigger.
Yeah, we talked about it. V103 Atlanta, but we talked about it, and I went on the show and let people know that this is what happened, because I wanted to make sure if it was a misunderstanding, let me put it to y'all.
Yeah.
You know, because I understand the business. Like when Plies them came out with the goon, you know, I still could have went back and said, hey, man, that's my melody.
That's right, you
I
could have.
go and sue him and stuff, because I'm like, that's another black man.
Correct.
But when I seen...
And that's your choice.
Yeah, but I've seen his team going at them, I'm like, let me let y'all know that y'all don't even got the right to go at them. If anybody could have went at anybody, it should have been me.
They didn't realize it.
They didn't realize that. So that's why I wanted to let them know that, man. But
did you speak to them at any time, or they just knew it because they heard it? They heard it over the waves.
I hadn't talked to. I reached out to them.
You did reach out.
Yeah, because I'm a real one. I'm gonna call you. You know what I'm saying? And I reached out to them. They didn't reply.
Wow.
But I think at that time, you know, once you knee deep in something,
yeah,
you ain't trying to get out of it.
You ain't
Especially
trying
if you
to
think you're right, you about to get a bag.
I get it. I get it.
But if you notice on the lawsuits and stuff, they didn't mention my name though.
No, of course not.
They mentioned Megan and Glow and, you know, whoever else, but Soulja Boy, you know what I mean? And then I think Soulja Boy, he knew, because they had to come to me and clear the Pretty Boy Swag melody. So I own 50% of Pretty Boy Swag.
What about Megan and Glow? Did they?
Yeah, they handled the business. Yo Gotti, shout out to them. CMG, all of them reached out.
They handled the business,
I own
right?
a piece of that record too.
That's hard. I love it, man.
Yeah, so it was just, you know, you do good business, you know, ain't no need nobody to get mad.
Exactly. You know already what you had to do, and you know already how to do it, right?
It's all love, man. But, you know, hopefully one day, you know, me and Plies, we'll talk, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know, we
I
got
want
music
that.
too, man. I got some stuff, you know, Plies, that's my dog. Plies, but he a real one too, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he a real one.
I'm very smart.
Smart as hell. You know what I'm saying?
I love it, man.
Yeah, man. But
It's
shout out
our
to them
people,
boys.
man.
Yeah, shout out to Ted Lucas too.
Wow. You signed Day Day?
I signed him back in the day, yeah. One of my partners brought him to me, yeah.
What? Explain to me how that happened, because he went crazy.
Yeah,
at
he
the
went
time.
crazy. In a nutshell, somebody brought him to me. I signed him, put him out, ended up doing a deal with Kevin Lies and Leo Korn.
Okay.
At 300. And he got a gold record out of his record. Unfortunately, you know, him and his management kind of didn't see eye to eye, and I didn't really know him like that.
Yeah.
So I kind of like, you know, I think he kind of probably got, because I didn't really talk to him after that.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like, I done took you up there now. You done kind of, you know, rub some people's, you know, so I'm like, I can't really talk to you like that. But I took him up to where he needed to go. And unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, you know, we didn't have a friendship out of that.
Of course.
And because a lot of stuff is just business.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? But he was a real talented guy, and I wish him the best.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who, Miss Mel?
Oh man.
Who is Miss Mel, man? Come on, give it up, man.
So Miss Mel, you want the real deal?
Yeah, I want the real deal.
So I'm gonna tell you what's going on. So me as a producer, I like a challenge, right?
Okay.
So Miss Mel is a new artist that I'm working with, and I'm gonna go and let the cat out the bag.
Come on Boss Talk 101.
I put a remix that is going crazy right now. We about to go on and get to everybody. I put Yin Yang on there.
Oh, it's going down.
Yeah. So Miss Mel is a Southern soul type artist that's out of Atlanta, and actually her position in Atlanta is let the cat out the bag. She's actually the sheriff of DeKalb County.
Oh man, that's hard, man.
Yeah, Melanie Maddox. That's why I call her Miss Mel.
Okay, it's going down like that.
So you see the video, you're gonna see Miss Mel on there. You know what I'm saying? So I want to do something to where let me show niggas what Nitti can do. I can work with anybody.
And that's dope, bro, that you can bridge those gaps, man.
Yeah, I took it in the studio, I made the beat right there. Then I wrote the record, and she was like, I can do it. And I'm like, well, come on, let's do it. She's like, serious? I said, yeah, go on in the booth. And she knocked it out.
Knocked it out.
Yeah, she's like a big sister. You know,
she's like a big sister.
Yeah, because I look at it like, I can make a hit record on anybody in my mind.
Yeah,
I can make a hit record on you.
And I'd love to get in there with you.
So it's like I have no limits. You know what I mean?
Go get him.
So I like to work with the underdogs, man. But it's a good record. I think the ladies gonna have. It's like a power anthem. It's a ladies anthem celebrating, and they're good man in their life. So y'all look out for good man. You know what I mean?
Good man.
Good man.
It's going down
all day. It ain't gonna never stop, bro.
Man, the verses when Gucci and Jeezy did the verses here. Yeah, what did you think about it, and how did you look at it after it was said and done, and how do you feel about it now?
I think it was needed. Because I think that was one of them things where it was like Diddy and 50 Cent. They got to meet.
They got to deal with this.
They got to see each other like this. And once I seen them got together like this to where it wasn't nothing in between them but air.
Yeah.
I said, okay, it's dead.
You knew it was dead at that point.
Yeah, because I know them. And all of us know how we get
They gonna hit.
Yeah, it's going.
If it's gonna happen, they gonna hit right there.
Right then. And they didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Now Gucci, I know Gucci.
Gucci was wild with it.
Gucci was with the bullshit.
He on it.
He was on it. Jeezy wanted to close that window.
Yeah.
So it was like he was being the bigger man at the time, and Gucci was being the bigger man too because he didn't have to come do it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But I think the city and the culture needed that to see that beef can be squashed without somebody dying.
Wow, you know what I mean? and that was something else for me, man. Because like I said, I'm a Gucci fanatic, but I loved the Jeezy, man. That first one, that
TM 101.
Man,
yeah, we did that album, man. That was a crazy album, man. But Gucci and Jeezy, they city icons, they gods.
They gods, man.
So it's like we wanted to see them boys hash it out because there was enough niggas in there that it could have been broke up. Yeah, it wasn't gonna go outside of the club, but. They did it at Magic City, man, and it was what it was, man. But I'm glad that they at peace and they could be around each other and keep getting money, man. It's about our families and stuff, right?
So what does that do to Atlanta? It show them that it can squash beef, and even if they don't do nothing else together, anything like that, people know they did that and they made a stance in hip hop, right? Yeah. Same thing with the Thug and everything that's going on with that's crazy right now. The Woodies and all that stuff. Oh, that's crazy right now. It's kind of like we looking at all our brothers. We know they gonna hash it out. Yeah. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Man, I think now they realizing that they can make more money now. It's money. As long as niggas got money, everybody gonna be good and happy. Man, you can take care of your kids and your mamas and your sisters and brothers. You're gonna be good. We can work it out. And I'm talking about, man, you did some of the most extraordinary songs, man. Appreciate it. What's that song? The one with Gucci and was it Lotto? Did you do one with them? Ain't no telling. Man, you done did a bunch of them. I can't. I just know that Nitti beat when they. You can't even remember all them damn songs. Nitti. I got certain records I love. You know what I mean? Some of them bigger than others. You got some hell of a songs. Man, every time I hear you with Gucci, I know it's about to be a banger. I already know. When I hear y'all come on together, I'm like, oh yeah, that's. It was one artist. I think that I tell everybody when I talk to people that I wish I could have worked more with, and that was Rich Homie Quan. Yeah. We did a record with Rich Homie Quan called Flex,
And,
you did?
Yeah, it was called the Ooh Ooh Ooh. But when we did that record, man, it was
Not
like
the one. What? Ooh 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 ooh.
Yeah.
Cause I got a flick
Yeah.
and I'm on the boy.
Yeah.
That was the second phase of him though.
Yeah.
Cause the first one he was that right too.
Yeah.
That was the first phase.
Yeah. So with that record, it was like that was the first and only record I did with him,
Yeah.
and it ended up being the biggest record of his career. You know what I'm saying?
It passed that other one up.
Yeah, that's
It was that dance, man. It was a dance,
It was
boy.
a
That
dance.
dance was hell,
yeah,
boy.
Quan was talented, man.
Man, Quan looked like he was happy too.
He was, man, and you know he was a brilliant guy, man. You know what I mean? But I wish I could have did more records with him.
Yeah.
I think that was God's plan. You know,
What about Young Scooter?
I like Scooter too, man.
Did you ever get to work with him, or you didn't get to work
You
with
know,
him?
we supposed to work, man. But every time I seen Scooter, like he was in a hurry. I'm like, he just be.
He always trying to get to
He
it.
always like, I'm like, hey, take my number down. He was one of them.
Really?
But Scooter was a street dude.
Straight street.
Yeah, he was about money.
But that's what the other one, the one that you just mentioned a while ago with Gucci, right? The one always was with him.
Who, OJ?
Yeah, he was the same. According to Gucci, he was always, he was want to stay in them streets. Yeah.
Yeah, OJ. I was in the studio with OJ about a month ago. I got him on my.
How's he doing?
He great. I just put him on my new album. I got a body of work I'm gonna put out next year.
Yeah.
So I got OJ on there, man, and OJ, he's still OJ, man. I love OJ, man. He like a
you gotta link me with him, man.
Oh, that's no
Either
problem.
you or Dunk Master. I know he
That's
know
no
him too.
problem.
I want to link with him, man.
yeah, that's no problem, man. OJ, he's Atlanta, man. If you know about Atlanta music and you know that energy that OJ bring on a record, you know what I'm saying? And he do it, hey.
I love it.
Come on now, you know what I
Man,
mean?
listen,
So-
man. Gucci, I'm telling you, when Gucci, Waka Flocka, OJ, man, I loved it that whole
Yeah,
time. Me and
yeah.
Boomtown, me and Mr. Boomtown,
Yeah,
I interviewed him. I was happy as hell. He started bringing up Gucci and all that, man. It was up, you know?
Yeah, like that was a time, bro. Like it was so much going on back then. Shout out to Slim Duncan, man. R.I.P. to him.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Last time I seen him was I think it was up at the studio on Memorial Drive that Gucci had, and Slim, you know, he played basketball or something.
Yeah.
But he was a real one though, you know what I mean? And I tell people, man, at the end of the day, like he lost his life. I tell people, learn how to control your emotions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the key to life, I think.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody make you mad, don't tear the table up. Don't shoot the club up. Just leave and
That's right.
like, hey, I'm gonna pray for that person because I could have did them bad.
Man.
You know what I mean? And just leave. You know what I mean? That's what it's about.
Fallen soldiers, bro.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of fallen soldiers down here. Shorty Low, man. Shout out Shorty Low Jr., man. It's just a bunch of them but that's life, man.
Yeah.
That's just life, bro. You know, we all headed the same way.
Oh, yeah.
Whether we want to admit it or not, whether we want to focus on it or not, man. How important is God in your life, bro?
God always come first. You know, I came out of Church of God in Christ growing up, and I know I don't get caught up into the denominations and stuff.
Yeah,
but
of course, me
I
neither.
think at the end of the day, as long as you know God in your heart, I pray every day. You know what I mean?
That's important.
You know, so I tell everybody, man, always pray. And some kids now, they don't believe in God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's why we got a lot of kids that are stressed out. All they want to do is just get high because they don't know no other way to cope.
That's
They
real.
don't think prayers can change.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean? But I know prayer can change.
Come on, we know it, right?
Yeah, man.
Little prayer, little power.
Yeah.
Much prayer.
Yeah.
Much power.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's just what that is.
Yeah, so I'm always God, man. You know what I mean?
As you should be, and I'm right there with you.
Listen, man. I
Yeah,
appreciate it too, man.
man, come on, man. I'm right there. You call me, I'm coming. That's
Yeah,
what you don't
yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
If you say, "Hey, E, I want to do a revival."
Yeah.
Hey, E, I want to go out and feed the homeless. Hey, E, I want to go out and hang out at the strip club.
Yeah.
Whatever you doing,
Yeah.
I'm doing it because God everywhere, bro.
There you go.
We try to put him in a box, be omnipotent.
Yeah.
I don't care where you at.
Yeah.
In whatever situation you in, you can roll over and get you some
Exactly.
God. I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead.
Top 3 artists of all time, dead or alive, any genre. This is your top 3.
Top 3. I start with number 3. Number 3, I would say Prince.
Okay. And number 2?
Number 2, Anita Baker.
And number 1?
Michael Jackson.
That's a great top 3. And it's so
Didn't you say
funny.
Anita Baker?
Uh-huh.
I heard something.
I love it. I love the fact
Which
you throw a
one?
woman
Which
in
song
there.
your favorite Anita Baker song? You just talking, man.
Rapture.
Yeah,
Same
he
Old
know.
Love.
He know. What's that one they say Michael Jordan used to listen to
Which one?
Before he started.
started the game? Giving you the best that I got.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I bump Anita, man. You know, You know, I'm a Anita junkie. You know what I mean? She come to Atlanta right now. I'm there.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's so crazy that 'cause a lot of people always put Michael and Prince together. They usually do Michael, Prince, and Tupac. Those are like the most popular top 3 that we've ever had.
Yeah.
But you put Michael as number 1 and Prince as number 3. Why you put them in that order?
Did you ever see that Super Bowl where Mike came out and didn't say nothing for 60 seconds? And then just dropped his shades real slow? And everybody went crazy. Ambulance had to take people out.
I know he has that effect. I know he has
Nobody else did that.
I ain't seen Prince do that.
No.
Mike came out there and didn't say nothing, just had the crowd screaming and stood like a statue and slowly put his shades down. Then he started after 60 seconds. So I'm like, who can do that without people? They got to pick people up and slide them across, you know. So Mike was just one of those ones that. How was he when he passed? Like in his mid-50s?
Yeah, he had just.
So when Mike passed, Mike started out when he was preschool. So all he knew was entertainment.
Right.
And if you go back and look at some of the footage and just see the way he was at mentally, he knew what he was doing. You know what I mean? So I think he was one of the GOATs, man. He got it out the mud. Everybody was like, you know what, he's a star, and he did what he had to do.
These, where can we get these at? You brought me a hoodie that I'm gonna be wearing. Where can we get these at? Can the people get these?
Oh yeah, man. You can go to the website rulebreakersclub.
Okay.
.com. That's my son's new clothing label.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start selling the Nitti Beach merchandise on there. You know
That's
what I mean?
hard,
so
man.
we're gonna start at the top of the year. Probably was drop them on Christmas.
I like
You know
that.
what I mean? So y'all make sure y'all get the Nitti Beach hoods, man. Go to the rulebreakersclub.com and y'all can get that.
Wow.
Definitely.
Go ahead.
I want you to give at least one gem to an artist that might be watching, upcoming artists that, you know, because they always feel like I'm the best, I just need a chance. I need to know what to do. I need to know what to sign, what deals to take. Should I stay independent? That was always the biggest question. Should I stay independent? Should I take a deal? What do they need to know moving forward?
I would say what they need to do is play their music in front of their people and do it move them. See if they want to hear it again. Because I done been places where people laugh at my music. I'll be like, damn, they laughing at my music. But I don't give up. I go back to the studio and cook up some more. So don't never give up. Just keep going. That's how I would say.
Keep going. You got to keep going, man. And that's very important. Most people give up and they get frustrated and they be in their own mind. We are our worst enemy. You know, self-awareness is so important, man. And I'm gonna get you up out of here because but what do you think AI is going to do to the music industry, to producing within the next 3 to 5 years?
I think the AI is going to put the pressure on a lot of producers to create more music.
Okay.
Because, you know, competing with a computer that don't get tired, it don't got to use the bathroom, it don't need to eat, it's just working.
Okay.
You know, so self-discipline is what people going to need to zero in on, self-discipline and just make good music. You know what I'm saying? If you can make good music, you ain't got to worry about AI.
Okay.
AI can't do what I do. I promise to God they can't do it. You know what I mean?
You told me top 3 artists. Give me top 3 producers
Come on
of all
now.
time.
Producers of all times. You want to start at 3?
Okay.
I would say number 3, I would have to give it to someone like Dr. Dre.
Okay.
Hey.
I think Dr. Dre is one of the greats.
Number 2?
Number 2, I would have to give it to somebody like James Brown.
Okay.
He was a producer, but he was considered an artist back then.
Right.
He was really producing that stuff.
Okay.
You know, you go back and look at some of the people telling about how he would, hey, play that horn like this, play the drum like this, play the bass. It's producing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Number 1, I give it to Quincy Jones.
He's the GOAT of all time.
Yeah, he's the GOAT. He went all type of genres, and he know how to put it together. He went in, when he put the Thriller album together, he went and got Rod Temperton, he went and got Greg Philagaines, went and got Brothers Johnson. So he knew how to put everybody together. He went and got the white guys from Toto. They produced Human Nature. So it was like he knew, okay, let me do this with Mike. And that album, sold over 100 million?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, Quincy's the GOAT, you know, so salute to Quincy, always.
What's that Instagram handle before I get you off here? What's that IG?
Oh, my IG is Nitti Beatz, NITTIBEATZ. I need all the followers, man, because we got a lot of new music. Got the new album coming next year, man.
Come on now.
We got a lot of music, man. I've been putting this album together about 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah, ain't in no rush.
Come on
I'm
now.
give them one good one, you know what I mean? So I got a lot of surprises on the album, man. But Nitti Beatz, follow me.
I interviewed Mike Montana. I got to say that.
Yeah.
You rocked out with him as well.
Yes, sir.
Do
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, I loved it. I love, like I said, your work ethic is undeniable, bro.
Yeah, Michael's good people. That's Michael. I seen him.
He been doing his thing.
I seen him in the club. That's the one that came up to me and hugged me.
Oh,
and
yeah,
talked.
for sure. That's good.
Yeah. Michael, I never had nothing against Michael. Good people, man. He was a baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All babies throw tantrums. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So,
That's right.
Any artists I done work with been babies, but they know at the end of the day, they look back and say, if anybody impacted my life, it'll be Nitti.
Man, talk to me about Bree, man, and y'all being cousins, and just the way Bree Triller, the way she's transforming and what she's doing, and how she's able to, man, move around those beats, bro, like she do.
Yeah, Bree. Shout out to Bree, man. That's my little baby cousin, man. I love her. She remind me of me in a girl version though. Her hustle.
Wow,
her
that hustle hard.
I ain't never had that. So Bree, she just got off tour with Ty Tribbett.
Yeah.
And Bree was one of those when her daddy, rest his soul, came to me and said, "I just want you to listen to my daughter, please. I know we blood, but I don't want you to give me nothing. I'll pay you." I said, "No, no. You my cousin, bro."
That's right.
He called my mother, and they all reached out to me, and I listened to her, and I talked to her, and I said, "Listen, record some more music and come to me when you got some new music that you think is ready."
Wow.
And she did that.
That's dope,
and
man.
Unfortunately, her father passed during that time.
Right.
Rest in heaven to Jack.
Rest in
you know,
heaven.
he always told me, just if you can, look out for my daughter. So
Wow.
I felt like, that was something that's gonna always be in my heart that I need to make sure I do, because I know what she loves.
Yeah.
She loves music. She's a country girl, you know what I mean? She remind me of my grandmama's cousin, because she real silly, man. I don't know if she was silly with you, but Bree
she's
real
dope,
silly,
man.
But she's a country girl, man, and she's trying to get her way in this game, man. But like I said, with the Christian community, the gospel community,
Come on, man.
they loving her right now.
They
that's
loving
where
her.
all our heart is.
Yeah.
We church all day. I know
Correct.
I know more church than hip hop.
Wow.
So I can go back to the Milton Bronsons, the Hezekiah Walkers.
Yeah.
I can go all back into that stuff. So, Bree is a country girl that love music, and I think the world gonna love her. Just keep your eyes on her, Bree Triller.
Man, Bree Triller, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the show, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, this was the one that I wanted to do. I'm in Atlanta, bro, and I can't come down here and not get the real ones, bro.
Yeah.
I love your spirit, man.
Yeah.
You said the Texas thing. I thought about Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee down there, he played the instruments, and all
I
them
like him.
platinum. Come on, man.
I like Mr. Lee. I studied them boys.
You
man.
studied them?
Like, you remember T-Mix?
Yeah, I remember T-Mix.
T-Mix, Mike Dean.
Mike Dean, come on, Mike Dean.
So,
because that's Mr. Lee and Mike Dean
Mr.
right
Lee,
there.
Yeah, I studied all them boys, man. Just like, their music was just so crazy, man. Scarface came to my studio one time and blew my mind.
Did he?
I didn't know he played guitars and stuff.
Yeah. He loved it. It's
he
coming out
sang.
now.
Yeah, and he
but back
sang.
in the day, I didn't know that either.
Oh, I
Nobody
didn't
knew.
know.
Oh man, he came in there.
Like he sound really good when he sings.
Man, he sound like Devin the Dude and all them boys. He can harmonize. I'm like, whoa.
I could imagine that because it's the way he uses his voice. He can change and switch his voice up so much.
He's amazing, man. He came to Candler Road. Nobody would have thought he came to Candler Road. Came in the booth. When nobody never me and him. So I'm like, nigga, ain't nobody gonna believe this. This man here playing the guitar, making the beat with me, and singing the hook.
I can't let you get off here now. No. I got to ask you about Pimp C.
That's
and UGK.
exactly what I was gonna ask. I was just about to ask him that.
I can't do that, bro.
Okay.
Because I'm a Pimp C fanatic.
Yeah.
Bun B, UGK.
Yeah.
I don't even play
I want to
about
hear a
that.
story,
man.
a Pimp C
And this is the
story.
last thing before I get you up off of here. But I gotta. Do you know them?
Man, I'm gonna say this.
Tell the truth.
I'ma say this.
Shame the devil.
I got a partner that I'm with almost every other day called Brun Gotti.
Okay.
So Brun and Gotti and Pimp C were real cool.
Oh, that's hard.
So anytime he came to the A, he messing with my partners. I never got a chance to meet Pimp and
Boy,
speak to him
me neither.
one-on-one, but I did my research on him and seen that he played them instruments.
He did play them
He
instruments.
sung them hooks.
Come on, man.
He made them beats. Then he would rap. He was a comedian too.
That's
Yeah.
right.
He had humor.
And you didn't get to meet Bun either?
I met Bun a couple of times.
Come on,
we
you
did a
both-
remix on a record I did with DeRoe called Get Big.
Yeah. Oh, that was
So
a hard
we had
song.
DeRoe, we had Yo Gotti, we had Puff on there, Jim Jones, Shawty Low, We had a lot of niggas. We shot a BT weekend. And
Yeah, that sure is.
we did the remix and like I said, but Bun B Man and Pimp UGK,
Ain't nothing like it,
music
bro.
was like. It's like it did something to your soul still to this day.
Yeah, shout out
I can't
to
play it by myself.
Man, shout
It make me think too much.
Come on, man.
You know,
when you think about them boys like Corey Moe and all them boys that beat all them boys that was working with them boys, man. It was a lot. It was a lot, man. UGK
I
was
do
a
want to work
movement.
with Bun though. I would like to get Bun on some stuff. You know,
Oh, that's easy. I know. I'm pretty sure he watches this. I'm gonna definitely clip this out and put it out.
Bun, get at me, Bun.
You and Bun,
Bun.
I'd love to see y'all do something together,
I know
man.
Bun cool, my homeboy, Decatur Black.
Yeah.
So I know Bun. You know, we tied in through some people. But
Through some people, man.
yeah,
You
no, I
worked
like
your
Bun.
butt off, man. People respect you, and
I appreciate
and you
it, brother.
carried your character in the right way.
I appreciate it, brother. I just want to help people, man, and I just want to just leave my legacy.
Man, thank you so much, man. That's it. Man, thank you. Man, I'm telling you, man, Nitti, we appreciate you for coming on Boss Talk
thank you,
101.
brother. Thank
It's
you.
been another great segment of Boss Talk 101 where the bosses talk.
And we out.
Man.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk, we gon' have fun. We be on fire, we be lit. It's a unique hustle, bitch.